The story begins with Jessica, a recently widowed woman, loading up a cargo trailer as she prepares to leave town and start fresh. She checks her phone's map. It's a 4-day journey, a new chapter in the making. At first, the road trip is peaceful. Long highways, quiet woods, until she finds herself stuck behind a black car driving suspiciously slow. When she tries to pass it, the car suddenly speeds up, blocking her from merging back. A massive truck barrels toward her, forcing her to risk it. She narrowly avoids disaster and overtakes the black car just in time. But seconds later, it catches up and aggressively honks at her before veering off at an intersection. Rattled, she stops to breathe. Later that evening, she pulls into a gas station while talking to her dad on the phone. The conversation reveals a strained relationship with her mom. Mid-call, she notices that same black car pulling in, then speeding off again. Uneasy, she heads to a small motel to rest. Her mom calls, but she ignores it, instead reflecting on old memories with her late husband. Grief silently overwhelming her. The next morning, as she prepares to leave, a man with a cast approaches. To her shock, he says he was the one driving the black car. He blames the whole thing on texting while driving, but his awkward questions about where she's going set off alarm bells. She brushes him off and drives away. Back on the highway, deep in the forest, Jessica once again sees the same black car, this time stalled in the middle of the road. The man claims his engine died and asks for a ride. Alarmed, Jessica offers to get help instead, but he insists she personally assist him. Her gut tells her something's off, so she speeds away. That night, while stopping at another gas station, her mom finally gets through. Jessica explains she left town to move on from her husband's death, but suddenly the black car pulls in again. Terrified, she races to her car. The man follows, but she escapes, only to be blocked by a white van. He approaches, pretending she's overreacting and says he just wants to use the bathroom. Ignoring him, she drives off, spotting his car once again in her rearview mirror. She calls 911, panicked, but doesn't know her exact location. The black car speeds past and disappears, seemingly unrelated. Relieved, she tells dispatch it was a false alarm. But fate has other plans. Her trailer tire blows, forcing her to stop. And as if on cue, the black car returns. In a frenzy, she detaches the trailer and tries to flee. But before she can escape, the man smashes her window. He overpowers her, injects her with something, and everything fades. Jessica wakes up in a locked room with barred windows and a barbed wire fence. She hears footsteps. It's him. He mocks her, ignoring her pleas for freedom. That night, he enters the dark room with a flashlight and a twisted smile. She tries to reason with him, offers him money, but he chillingly admits she's not his first victim. He's a serial killer. Things get darker. He forces her to relive her trauma, asking about her husband. She finally admits the truth. He died by suicide. But the killer isn't satisfied. He wants her broken. The next day, Jessica notices a key sticking through the door. She finds a nail in a wooden beam, pushes the key out, and slides it under the door using her jacket. It works. She escapes. Just then, the killer returns home. Jessica hides in a closet, watching silently as he speaks sweetly on the phone to his young daughter. He lies, saying he's on a business trip and will be home in a few days. As soon as he heads to the basement, Jessica bolts into the woods. He gives chase. She runs, but a sharp twig pierces her foot. Screaming in pain, she limps forward and cornered, leaps into a river. The current carries her away. She survives. Eventually, she stumbles upon an old hunter in the woods. Panicked, she hits him with a branch before realizing he's not a threat. Apologetic, she begs for help. He lends her boots and drives her in his truck. Suddenly, a fallen tree blocks their path. As they figure out what to do, the killer arrives. He lies, claiming Jessica is his mentally ill sister. The hunter hesitates. The man's aggression raises suspicion, so the hunter pulls a gun. When he asks to use the man's phone to verify the story, things turn violent, fast. Jessica runs while the two argue, but the killer grabs the rifle and brutally murders the hunter. Night falls. Jessica, exhausted and bleeding, hides during a storm. The killer is close and eventually finds her. He shoots her in the leg and starts taunting her, offering her a twisted chance to fight. He lays down the rifle and tells her to come get it, taunting her dead husband in the process. But Jessica doesn't fall for it. She waits him out, and when he leaves, she continues through the forest until collapsing from fatigue. Morning comes. She spots the killer dragging the hunter's body into a shallow grave. While he's busy, she sneaks into his car and finds his phone. He returns before she can escape, so she hides in the back seat, arming herself with a tire wrench. As the killer drives off, she dials 911 silently. But when he notices his phone is missing, he pulls over. Jessica seizes the moment. She leaps out and attacks him with the wrench. He fights back with a knife, but she wounds him, chokes him, and stabs him in the wrist. The car crashes. Jessica crawls from the wreckage and sees a rescue helicopter in the sky. With the last of her strength, she stumbles toward a clearing, alive, but barely. But it's not over yet. The killer survives the crash and catches up. Jessica, using his phone, calls his wife, revealing the truth. Her husband isn't on a business trip. He's a monster. She names herself and warns that if she dies, it's because of him. The killer hears this and panics. She throws the phone at him. It's the final straw. He lunges, and the two engage in a brutal fight. He has a knife. She has the wrench. He stabs her, but she bites his arm and stabs him in the gut, finishing him off. Jessica collapses, wild-eyed, watching him die. Finally, the helicopter descends to rescue her. The nightmare is over. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this recap, hit the like button and subscribe for more movie recap. Got a favorite movie you want us to cover next? Drop it in the comments. Until next time, stay safe out there.